To mark the occasion, we had a very interesting and thought-provoking competition under the theme Sri Lankan Economy and Way Forward on inter-school and inner-school level. Apart from felicitating those talented winners today, this event will showcase the progress we have made in the field of commerce by applying modern technologies and techniques. All our achievements will unfold as the event will progress. So ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. This is the annual Commerce Day of Royal College, Imperia 2022.
Before we commence with today's proceedings, it is time for us to illuminate the day as per traditions by lighting the oil lamp. I cordially invite the following dignitaries to come forth and join us. Our Principal of Royal College, Mr. P.L. Veerasiri, the Deputy Principal of Co-Curricular and Extracurricular Activities, Mr. L.W.K. Silva, the Deputy Principal of Administration and Finance, Mr. Chandra Liyanage, the Senior Master in charge of Clubs and Societies, Mr. M.A. Emrias, the Senior Games Master of Royal College, Mr. Chandima Ratnayaka, the Sectional Head of Royal College, Mr. Sudat Amaratunga, the Teacher in charge of Commerce Society, the Head Prefect of Royal College, Kavishna Ratnayaka, the Chairman of the Commerce Society, the Secretary of the Commerce Society, a teacher from an invited school, and 2 students from each invited schools. Please join us forward. Himsara Arivansa, the chairman of the Commerce Society of Royal College, to give you all a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chief Guest, respected principals, distinguished invitees, teachers, fellow members, and all other participants and well-wishers. As the chairman of the Commerce Society, it gives me an immense pleasure to welcome you all to this great occasion, Imperia 22, the annual Commerce Day celebration of Royal College. In this today's event, our chief guest is a prominent figure in the accounting field who hardly needs an introduction. He is none other than Mr. Nuwan Vikaranagiri. I'm very grateful to you, sir, for accepting our invitation and becoming the chief guest of today's event despite your extremely busy schedule, and I warmly welcome you in behalf of everyone. And I also warmly welcome our Senior Deputy Principal, Mr. M.V.S. Gunathilaka, Senior Deputy Sectional Head of A-Level Commerce Section, Mr. R.M.C.D. Ratnayaka, Teaching Charge of the Commerce Society, Mr. A.B.S. Chamindar, and all other respected teachers of our college. There are other participants from invited schools, and I also warmly welcome them. These distinguished personalities gave the necessary encouragement, guidance, and motivation to us throughout this event, and we are very grateful to you all for your valuable contributions. Last but not least, I wish to mention this event won't be a success if not for our sponsors. While acknowledging their contributions, I warmly welcome you once again. Finally, I give my regards, best wishes, and appreciation to all who made this occasion a reality. In conclusion, I invite all of you to enjoy this memorable evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Himsara. The Commerce Society of Royal College, established in the year 1983, has been and continues to be an active and a leading club of Royal College, bringing much fame and recognition to the college in a number of ways. Let us now witness a short video on the projects that the Commerce Society of Royal College has completed during the year of 2022.
Proprietor 2022. Business magazine published for the fourth consecutive year by the Commerce Society of Royal College. This is the only business magazine published by a school in Sri Lanka, and it has been the flagship project of the club since its inauguration in 2018. This magazine comprises articles composed by both local and foreign eminent corporate world personalities. On Topic 2022 is organized with the aim of creating awareness in the current financial situation of the world among student community. The two-stage project covers the weekly online poster sharing campaign and monthly podcast series regarding current business and economic updates, which feature well-renowned personalities in the corporate world, such as Episode 1, a podcast on stock market featured by Mr. Roshan Fernando, Certified Investment Advisor of the Colombo Stock Exchange. Episode 2, podcast on energy sector of Sri Lanka, Dr. Priyantha Vijayatunga, Chief of Energy Sector Group, Asian Development Bank. Episode 3, podcast on innovation management, Dr. C.N. Wickramasinghe, Senior Lecturer and Head of the Department of Commerce and Financial Management, University of California. Episode 4, podcast on blockchain technology. Mr. Shamilan Somasundaram, Certified Blockchain Solution Architect, Co-founder and Chief Executive Officer at Niftron. Episode 5, podcast on marketing. Professor Ravi Disanayake, Head of the Department of Marketing Management of the Faculty of Commerce and Management Studies, University of Canada. Episode 6, podcast on cybersecurity, Mr. Madhu Ramaik, cybersecurity and digital growth leader, co-founder at Virtusa. Episode 7, podcast on human resource management, Mr. Amit Sugante Silva, visionary guru, entrepreneur, chief visionary officer at Vision 8 Academy. Economic Insight 2022 is a video series proudly presented by the Commerce Society of Royal College in search of solutions for the ongoing economic crisis of the country with the support of an eminent panel consisting of Episode 1, Dr. W. A. Vijayavardhana, former Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka. Episode 2, Dr. Asanka Vijay Singha, a fellow member of the Institute of Policy Studies of Sri Lanka. Episode 3, Dr. Nishan Dimel, Executive Director at Verit Research. Episode 4, Professor Sirimal Abiratna, Senior Professor of Economics, Faculty of Arts, University of Colombo. Episode 5, Mr. Dhananath Fernando, Chief Operating Officer at Advocata Institute. Episode 6, Mr. Hasita Preyaratna, Group of Finance Director at Brandix. Exam Tips and Tricks 2022 was organized as a short video series consisting of 20 short videos conducted with the collaboration of student mentor Mr. Praveen Ramlini. This has been immensely helped students to achieve great results in their examinations. Support for O-Level is a two-phase project which was organized by the Commerce Society with the intention of assisting the students of GCE ordinary level in business studies and accounting by publishing a short note booklet including past paper questions and answers and online quiz competition. The receipt of the positive reviews from the participants vouch the success of this event. Iconic 2022 is a poster-sharing campaign organized to encourage the youngsters to unleash their business ideas and business knowledge by motivating them through life lessons of the world's most popular businessmen. The project will also contribute to spark an interest on commerce and business studies amongst school students. Through this project, 50 attractive graphics with motivational quotes of businessmen were shared on social media. Econ Facts 2022 is a project of sharing of 50 creative graphics contains useful facts relevant to the subject of economics with of enhancing the economic literacy among youth of Sri Lanka. BizTalk 2022 was another interview series concept organized by the Commerce Society of Royal College, which consisted of 4 episodes with the following eminent business personalities in Sri Lankan financial arena. Interclass Cricket Tournament. To commemorate this year's Children's Today, a friendly cricket match was organized by the Society with the participation of commerce stream students.
As we all know, behind every great event there is always a navigator and an advisor. The Senior Deputy Principal of Royal College has been such a figure to us throughout this year, extending his guidance and advice whenever necessary. This cordial invitation goes to Mr. M.V.S. Gunathilaka, the Senior Deputy Principal of Royal College, to address the gathering. The stage is yours, sir.
Good afternoon to you all. Chief guest today, Mr. Chief Financial Electronic Life Insurance Company. I warmly welcome you from behalf of the Commerce Society of Royal College and all the deputy principals and senior teaching charge Kamchan societies, senior master Senior Games Master, Mr. Riaz, Secretary SDS, Mr. Vimalka, Teacher in Charge of the Commerce Society,
Mrs. Sudat Amanpuga, and section head of the Commerce Society, Mr. Chandlivan, and all the other invitees of respective schools and teachers and all the students, my dear royalists and dear parents. First of all, I would like to warmly welcome all of you for this great occasion organized by the Royal College Commerce Society. I am really great and honored to privilege to address you all at the Imperia 22 Annual Commerce Day organized by the Commerce Society of Royal College. With the competition now done, and it's now time for winners to be facilitated and organized. Through the competitions, the Commerce Society of Royal College is alignment with the missions of the mission and help the formation of a more literate future generation with a sound business and economic knowledge, and also allowed us to identify the skills of a number of students from all around the island. Furthermore, through the organizing of this project, the Commerce Society has contributed immensely to the upliftment of the name and reputation. It is not only club but also of Royal College as whole as a premier education institution in Sri Lanka. It's among young pupils such as yourselves, the future world leaders and business leaders will be born. The future president or finance ministry in Sri Lanka may be with us in this hall today. The fact that our motherland Sri Lanka is struggling in an economic crisis will come to none of you as the surprise. However, as a generation that will be taking up the governance of this country, it happens to be partly your responsibility to strive and find solution to way to overcome our current challenges, and events such as these will greatly in such endeavors. I would like to especially appreciate the presence of our honored chief guest, Mr. Nuwan Vitadari, who is currently serving as the Chief Financial Officer of Soflogic Life Insurance PLC. Also, the Governance Council member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka, among the number of other leadership roles in the corporate world. I warmly welcome you to this moment. I am sure that all those present here today will benefit from your presence and valuable advice. Allow me to end a short remarks by thanking the teacher in charge of the Commerce Society, Mrs. Sudat Amanpuga, and all the members of the Commerce Society. They are work as collaboratively and organizing this Imperia 22 for their tremendous effort in making this project success. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to have a small break and enjoy a musical performance by Oriental Music Society of Royal College. Give a big round of applause for them.
Mark the fact that this event has been a success so far thanks to our valuable sponsors. Now, we present to you a promotional video of one of our valuable sponsors, Informatics Institute of Technology.
Gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the launch of IIT Business School. Is the department who talent and capacity available.
I'm Anya Fernando, the Head Prefect and Commerce Society President of Ladies College. We are very grateful for having been invited to this event of the launching of the IIT Business School.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. I'm Sandeep Lamasuri. I'm the President of the Commerce Society of Ananda College. So talking about today's event, it was really exciting and valuable. We learned a lot of new things. So we are looking forward to join hands with you all in the near future.
Hello everyone, myself Gavin Silvada, I'm from Wesley College. Thank you for having us and thank you for giving us this opportunity. My colleagues are all saying this is a really good event and this is our next level. So thank you for having us.
Now we have come to the highlight of W.K. Silva, Deputy Principal, Administration and Finance, along with Mr. Sudat Amaratunga, the teacher in charge of Commerce Society of Royal College.
The Inner School Single Essay Competition. The third place goes to Sadeepa Biadissa. Please give us a round of applause, gentlemen. The second place goes to R.R. Puratilakar. And the first place of the Inner School Single Essay Competition goes to Dulina Diusara. the inter-school English essay competition. Third place goes to Kalya Metananda. And the second place goes to Hamish Lambert. And the winner of the inter-school English essay competition is Abdullah Faslin. And now the inter-school photography competition. Third place goes to Vinod Lianage. And the second place goes to Dulina Dinusara. And the winner of the inter-school photography competition is Ludwig Bandara. The inter-school multimedia presentation competition. Third place goes to Kalya Metananda. And the winner of the inter-school multimedia presentation competition is Hamish Lambert. The inter-school advertisement competition. Third place goes to Tisul Fernando. Please give us a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And the second place goes to Dulina Dinusara. And the winner of the inter-school advertisement competition is Ammar Riaz. Quizcom 22 in Sinhala medium quiz competition. The third place goes to Sahan Prabodha from St. John's College, Panadura. And the second place goes to Dilan Karunaratna from Royal College. And the winner of QuizCom 22 Sinhala Medium Quiz Competition is Tanuja Senaratna from Royal College. And now QuizCom 22 English Medium Quiz Competition. Third place goes to Anupa Abhivardhana from Royal College. And the winner of QuizCom 22 English Medium Quiz Competition is Dule Silva from Royal College.
This was first initiated in the year 2008. There have been 3 issues, all of which have been very successful, as this publication your contribution. First, we see a advertisement published by our sponsor, the Chartered Institute of Accountants of Sri Lanka, and then we have a club introduction. Fernando, who is the Managing Director of Sampath Bank under our project BizTalk 22. And then we have another article titled "The Challenges that the Apparel Industry are Facing Today and the Necessary Measures to Overcome Them" by Mr. Hasitha Premaratna, who is the Chief Strategy Officer and Group Finance Director of Brandix. Then, this article was also compiled by the Commerce Society based on an interview we conducted with Mr. Channa De Silva, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Lanka Pay, the operator of the National Payment Network. The next article is Tech Valley. The next segment is Tech Valley, which is about the technological updates in today's world. First article is about the Ravana 1 nano satellite, which is the first nano satellite produced in Sri Lanka, which was provided to us by the Arthur C. Clarke Institute of Modern Technology by its Deputy Director of Media, Mr. Chintana Vijayawardena. The next article is on nanotechnology in Sri Lanka by Dr. Lakshita Pahalagadar, who is the Head of Business Development of Sri Lanka Institute of Nanotechnology. Then we have an article on a wireless stethoscope invented by Mr. Venura Vijayasekara. This article was provided to us by none other than Mr. Vijayasekara himself. And finally, in this segment, we have the first ever multi-purpose agriculture drone made in Sri Lanka to cater for all sorts of crops cultivated in Sri Lanka, which was produced by Mr. Sankalpa De Silva, who is the founder of Hyperion Concepts. Our final segment in Proprietor 22 is Frontline, about the virtual opportunities. The first article is another one that we, the Commerce Society of Royal College, wrote based on an interview we conducted with the Chief Executive Officer of Commercial Bank. And then we have a driving force behind today's economy. Mr. Chamat Kanda is the CEO of 360 Labs and also the founder. Then finally, we have Thriving with Blockchain, Prospects and Opportunities for the Youth by Mr. Charita Gamagi, who is a PhD candidate at Monash University, Australia. From our editorial board, and finally the names of the project committee. Ladies and gentlemen, you will now be provided with a QR code that you may scan with your mobile devices. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the Proprietor 22. I do hope that you will take some time to do some in-depth reading of this publication, as it contains a multitude of information and facts that will help you to form yourselves into more successful and more useful citizens for Sri Lanka in the future. Furthermore, allow me to end.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have come to the second stage of awarding of certificates for the winners to hand out the second set of certificates. For that, I would like to invite on stage Mr. P.L. Veerasiri, the Deputy Principal of Co-Curricular and Extracurricular Activities, along with Mr. Chandimarat Nayaga, the Sectional Head of the Commerce Section, for the felicitation.
Inter-School Advertisement Competition. The third place was awarding the certificates. To join us with the certification, I would like to invite Mr. M.V.S. Gundilaka, the Senior Deputy Principal, Mr. Chandana Dienage, Senior Master in charge of Clubs and Societies, and Mr. Sudha Amratunga, the Teacher in charge of Commerce Society.
The inter-school Sinhala quiz competition. The third place goes to Diniti Tatsarani from Sirima Bandaranaka Vidyalaya. Place goes to W.N. Kaushalya Piri from St. Paul's Girls' School. And the winner of the inter-school English quiz competition. The third place goes to M.D. Viduni Vimanti from Museus College. And the second place goes to Malisha Pratibani from Visakha Vidyalaya. And the first place of the inter-school English quiz competition goes to K.M. Maruti Sehansa from Dharmapala Vidyalaya. Inter-school photography competition. The third place goes to Vijani Sehansa from Visakha Vidyalaya. The second place goes to Dinasi Vijayanayaka from Ladies College. And the winner of the inter-school photography competition is Sandavan Jayasundar from Dharmapala Vidyalaya. The inter-school multimedia presentation competition. The third place goes to please give us a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And the second place, the the inter-school multimedia presentation from Devi Balika Vidyalaya. Thank you, sir, for your presence on stage. Now we present the promotional video by our main sponsors, Chartered Accountants Institution. We have a great personality who is a massive icon in the field of commerce to grace this special evening with his present as a chief guest. And needless to mention the fact that I'm a personal fan and follower of this great personality as well, considering the fact that I am a student from the commerce stream as well. He is none other than Mr. Nuwan Vitanage. Please give us a round of applause. From CMA Sri Lanka, and he also serves as independent director at JFS Holdings Limited.
Not only that for this, he also serves as chairman of the Finance and Technical Committee of the Insurance Association of Sri Lanka and chairman of the task force to develop non-financial reporting practices in Sri Lanka at the Institute of Chartered Accountants. He also serves as a member of Sustainability Reporting and Assurance Committee of South Asian Federation of Accountants, SAPA, member of Standard Interpretation Committee, SIC, and IFRS 17 Implementation Task Force of Sri Lanka. He also provides leadership for IFRS 17 implementation of Sri Lanka from insurance industry perspective.
And the list goes on in a mind-blowing way, on and on. He is a fellow member of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka and the associate member of Certified Management Accountants of Sri Lanka. And Mr. Vitanage holds a Master's in Business Administration from the Postgraduate Institute of Management of the University of Sri Javadanapura and also holds a Business Management Finance Special Degree from University of Kelaniya. He counts over 16 years of management experience in fields of strategy, finance, audit and general management. Dear sir, the stage is yours. Please give us a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much for your kind introduction. It's glad to see this kind of event organized by our sons, senior deputy principals, teachers, my dear sons and daughters. In fact, it is my great pleasure to stand here and address you all, because sometimes it goes to my memories back also. I also had same kind of experience sometime back. I think being the mercantile professional person, I would like to share some insights with you. Today's topic is that Sri Lankan economy and way forward. So a lot of people talks about what is happening to our economy, what is the way forward, and what is happening to me personally. Especially children like you might think, what is your future? Every time when we read the newspapers, when we read the, when we hear the news articles, we always hear negatives. we hear that our inflation is very high. We hear that protests are everywhere. We hear that we have negative economic growth. We hear that no investors are coming. That's what we hear. And with everything, I would say 12 April 2022, Sri Lankan government declared officially as bankrupt nation. Being professional during 64 years of independence, since independence, I could define that is the greatest thing happened in our country. I will tell why. Simply, why government of Sri Lanka declare as a bankrupt nation? We live beyond our means. Think about your family. If someone living beyond their income, we can manage sometime. If your income is 1,000 rupees, you need to spend only 1,000. What country we live, when our income is 1,000, we spend 10,000. We keep on doing that one over the period. How we did it? We borrow money. We borrow, we spend. We borrow, we spend. Time has come. Not like families we can borrow. But Sri Lankan government, they have superpower. But in the superpower, they can print money. Where you and me can't print the money. They keep on printing also. When nobody is borrowing, nobody is lending to them, they went and print the money. Though we can print the LKR, Sri Lankan rupees, we cannot print dollars. When country, we are not producing a lot of goods here. We import from foreign countries so that we need to spend dollars. When we are unable to print dollars, people are having the LKR. They say, I have money, I want to buy goods from market. When government is struggling to supply the goods. That's why we call inflation comes. People willing to spend more and more to purchase whatever item they wanted to purchase. So then, situation came, Sri Lankan government run out of dollars. That's why you and me, sometime back, spent days, weeks, and killed. So coming back to the story, I mentioned that best ever thing happened in this country is the bankrupt. I will tell why. When country is running, when countries living beyond our means something is fundamentally wrong. People are not controlling, people are not managing our economy scientifically. So that's where professionals' opinion matters. When we struggle, when our hands are tight, people try to listen to professionals. Our economy also now in that situation. Our finance ministry going behind IMF now. IMF is coming up with the discipline plan to bring back our economy into right size. Why I told that this thing happened is a bankruptcy. If that is not happened, we keep on doing same mistake. No one will listen to our professional opinion. So coming back to the sons and daughters, what is your future here? Your future is bright. Why I am telling that? You might heard that leaders emerge from difficult situation. Our country, we are in a difficult situation now. We want more leaders to emerge. personally, I get involved in our company. We are looking to expand foreign countries. We are trying to purchase some of the companies in foreign countries. I traveled almost 15 countries last few months. Then I met a lot of professionals. When I met them, when I see their capabilities, they are nowhere close to our brains. You all are having greatest brains in the world. We are blessed. As Sri Lankans, we are blessed. What is the mistake we do? We don't work. We don't use it. We don't use it. So sometime back, so I saw nice artistic performance done by our children. I told principal also their voices are really good. But once I see their body language, I saw they are not confident. Their voice is really good. First, themselves need to be confident. They need to express themselves. Same way, my dear sons, my dear daughters, you are the future. You are the future in this country. You have the biggest asset in this country. Your brains are superb. I am not part of Colombo. I am from out of Colombo. Sometime back, I had a dream. I had a dream to lead the company. I had a dream to be a CFO by 35 years. I had a dream to achieve 7-digit salary by 35 years. I did it. I did it. Why I am sharing this to you? To achieve something, first you need to dream it. Dream big. The sky is the limit. Luckily, I followed chartered accountancy. So, you have chosen right path, that's commerce. Now, irrespective of doctor, engineer, everyone talks about economy. Without economy, there is nothing. If somebody is following commerce, you are running the engine. You are running the engine. Without engine, nothing works. So, you have a responsibility. Once you complete your A-levels, have a proper dream. Dream alone, not take it anywhere. You need to work towards it. You need to take steps. You need to follow professional education like I did charter. Remember, professional education means you are setting the tone in the corporate. You are working with the data scientists. You are setting the strategy. Sky is the limit. So, country, we have trouble. Country needs professionals. Country needs professionals. Now, country is a situation now in they listen to professionals' ideas because they don't have any other option. That's why I'm telling. We are in the right country. You all are having the greatest brains in the world. You are having the greatest opportunity. When we are in a trouble situation, you can emerge as a great leaders. What is the bottom line? My dear sons, my dear daughters, your future is bright. Only you need to do one thing. Believe yourself. Believe yourself. Express yourself. Work towards that. So that's my message today. Thank you very much.
So please remain on stage, sir. The Commerce Society of Royal College has arranged a token of appreciation for our chief guest today. To award this token, this cordial invitation goes to Mr. M.B.S. Gunadilaka, the Senior Deputy Principal of Royal College, Mr. Chandana Nirage, Senior Master in charge of Clubs and Societies, Mr. R.M.C.T. Ratnayaka, Sectional Head of Commerce Section, and Mr. Sudat Amartunga, Teacher in charge of Commerce Society. Ladies and gentlemen, please a big round of applause for the chief guest of the day today. So please dare to remain on stage again in order to award the final challenge trophy to the overall winners. So overall winners of this event today obtained 4 first places in many competitions and were runners up in many others. In short, they are par excellent, superior and high achievers. The overall winners of Imperia 2022 is Dharmabal Vidyalaya, Multimedia. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for them.
Thank you, sirs, for your patience.
Thank you, sir.
Now we will go on to another advertisement from our sponsor.
From Royal College, and I was ranked 7th in the 2021 A-level examination in the commerce stream. I have received a scholarship from the Chartered Institute of Sri Lanka, and I plan on becoming a chartered accountant while pursuing my university degree in order to expand my opportunities and widen my knowledge.
ශාක්‍යයා මම ඉගෙනු ලබන්නේ කොළඹ සිරිමාව බණ්ඩාරනායක විද්‍යාලයේ මම වාණිජාංශයෙන් දිවයිනේ 4 වෙනි ස්ථානයත් කොළඹ දිස්ත්‍රික්කයේ 2 වෙනි ස්ථානයත් ලබා ගත්තා. මට CA ශ්‍රී ලංකා ආයතනයෙන් පූර්ණ ශිෂ්‍යත්වයක් ලබා දුන්නා. චාර්ටර්ඩ් ඇකවුන්ටන්ට් කෙනෙක් වෙන්න මේ පාඨමාලාව හදාරන්න. විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අධ්‍යාපනයත් සමග CA ශ්‍රී ලංකා පාඨමාලාවත් හදාරලා මගේ අනාගත බලාපොරොත්තු වන පළාත් ගණකාධිකාරියක් වෙන ඒ බලාපොරොත්තුව ඉටු කරගන්නවා.
I got the island second place and the district first place from commerce stream. I did economics, accounting and ICT. Today, Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka has awarded me a full scholarship to do the Chartered Accountants. So I'm really glad. So I'm planning to do my future studies with a mix of ICT and commerce. So I'm really thankful for the CA Sri Lanka.
Hi, my name is Dihan Udapar. I finished Chartered Accounting at the age of 23. The Chartered Accounting qualification is the premier accounting and finance qualification that you could obtain to elevate yourself to become the corporate leader that you always dreamt of. This globally sought after qualification not just equips you with the technical knowledge, but gives you everything you need to become successful and effective leaders in a fast-paced environment. So I invite you to join CA today to embark on a journey of becoming a prestigious chartered accountant.
Thank you. Now I invite Janisha Pereira, the Secretary of the Common Society of Royal College, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Now we have come to an end of another fabulous day of our school calendar, the Commerce Day of Royal College. Being the Secretary of the Commerce Society, I take this opportunity to thank our Chief Guest, Mr. Nuan Pitanage, for graciously accepting our invitation in spite of your busy schedule. Dear Deputy Principal, sir, you are the guiding star and the pillar of our success. Our heartiest thanks goes to our Deputy Principal, sir, Mr. M.V.S. Gunathilaka, for encouraging us. Next, I would like to thank our Deputy Principal, sir, Mr. Krishanta Silva, Mr. Prasad Veerasiri, Mr. W. A.A. Isuranga for their support. Next, I would like to thank our Senior Games Master, Mr. Riaz Aluhar, and our Senior Master in charge of Clubs and Societies, Mr. Chandana Yenage, for their words of wisdom. Next, I would like to humbly thank the academic staff of the Commerce section for their valuable advice and guidance given throughout the year. I take this opportunity to thank the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Sri Lanka and the Institute of Technology for their fullest support at this event. Also, my thanks goes to the Secretary of the School Development Society, Mr. Sanjeeva Nimalkar, the Treasurer of the School Development Society, Mr. Sudat Amarathunda, for being with us today. Last but not least, I would like to thank all of you who are present here today for your fullest cooperation and immense guidance to make this event a success. Thank you.
Thank you, Janisha. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of today's program, and to mark the conclusion of this wonderful event, let us raise our voice to pay tribute to our mother nation.
very warm. Thank you.